Hello friends, this video on NEET ecology is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Now let us quickly look at some of the additional categories under threatened species. So rare species, which is normally denoted by capital R. So rare, that means something which doesn't occur that often. So these are thinly scattered species, that is small population species, and such species are generally localized within restricted geographical areas. So they are thinly scattered species or rare species. For example, clouded leopard, Hawaiian monk seal. So if you look at this leopard, you see their body is such that it gives the appearance of a cloud-like thing. So that's why they are called clouded leopard, and you really do not see them a lot. So their population is anyways very, very less, and that is why they fall under the category of rare species. So even they also fall under the category of threatened species, in the sense that since they have a very small population, so it becomes important to take care of these species as well, so that they do not become extinct. The other category is intermediate species, and which is denoted by capital I, and these are species which are facing risk of extinction due to unknown reasons. For example, short-eared rabbit, Mexican prairie dog. So these are certain examples. Now these species, we really do not know the reason why they are becoming extinct, but yes, their numbers are also less and they are also in a decreasing trend. So therefore we also categorize them under threatened species. So overall, what do we see under threatened species? We mainly have four categories, that is endangered species, critically endangered species, vulnerable species, and low risk or nearly threatened species. Besides that, two additional categories which have been added is rare and intermediate species. The third category is out of danger species. So these are the species which were earlier threatened and relatively recovered now. So not fully recovered, but relatively okay. So that's like out of danger species, but since they were like threatened very recently, so they still fall under the category of threatened. Now let's move on to the next category of species. So till now we were talking about the threatened species. So now let's talk about the extinct species. So these species are already extinct. That is, not a single individual of the species exists anymore. So all of them are gone. For example, passenger pigeon. Now another category that we have is extinct in wild species. So they are also extinct, but they are extinct from their natural habitat. That means from the wild, that because here we are basically talking about the wild animals. So if wild was their natural habitat, they have become extinct from the wild. So there is no surety that they don't, a single organism of that species do not exist anywhere else. But this is for sure that not a single organism exists in their natural habitat. So one such example is Oviduceptor bush cricket. So this is this insect, and this has become extinct in the wild. So now, so far we have been talking about so many different categories of conservation. So if you look at this list, this gives you like a better idea. So extinct is like the extreme category, because that species is that doesn't exist anymore. So it is already extinct. The next category is extinct in the wild. So this one, which is obviously it has become extinct in its natural habitat, but there might be a possibility that it might exist somewhere else. Then next category is threatened, and under threatened you have critically endangered, you have endangered, you have vulnerable species. So all of these fall under the category of threatened. And then you have the lower risk conservation categories like CD. So CD is basically conservation dependent. CD stands for conservation dependent. NT we have already discussed. NT is near threatened. And what is LC? LC is least concern. Now all of these are like lower risk, like they do not need immediate attention at this moment, but yes, they are also at risk, but at comparatively a lower risk. However, just now when we talked about the threatened species, I said that all these three, that is endangered, critically endangered, vulnerable, and also the low risk species, fall under threatened category. So in a way that is true, but when you look at this list, this actually is trying to tell you on priority basis that which needs more attention. So forget about extinct and extinct in the wild, because they have already become extinct, so you just can't do much about them. But the next category would be like the higher risk threatened organisms, which is CR, EN and VU, and then the lower risk ones, which is CD, NT and LC. And finally, besides all of these categories, you also have two additional categories, that is DD, which is data deficient. That means species with insufficient data to determine the risk of extinction. So we do not even know the risk of extinction for those species because we do not have sufficient data. So they fall under the category of DD. And NE, that is not evaluated species. So species which have not been yet evaluated to determine their risk of extinction. So these two categories basically fall under other categories, because for both of these, whether it is DD or NE, we do not know the risk of extinction for that species, either because data is insufficient or because we have not evaluated them. So that's why these two are other categories. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.